it's Mandy from Designer Chameleon. Today I'm going to be setting up my planner for September. I'm still in my wild styled that I still absolutely love. If you picked up one of these, I'm sure you love it as much as I do. The coloring is just awesome. It's nice and simple and a little hint of shine, which is amazing. This month I'm going to be using my Hydrangea and Pumpkin kit. This is one of my newest kits for fall, and these went out to my patrons about 2 weeks ago. So thankfully they won't be getting a sneak surprise by seeing this. They'll still get a chance to be surprised because they already have them. I have a main sheet and a header sheet, which you can really use for whatever you'd like, and then my days with dates. These kits are now available in my shop, and like I said, if you're a Cobalt patron, you would have already received this kit. However, if you're a Lilac or an Aqua patron, you get some of these exclusives. I have a coordinating planner box sheet, as well as a coordinating weekly task or tracker sheet. And the third sheet that they get really depends on them. I try and customize it for each individual person. If you'd like these sent out to you, you still have a couple more days to get the September kit over on Patreon. If you like seeing each month's sticker kit and how I use them to set up my planner, I hope that you'll subscribe and obviously ring the bell so that you're notified when the next video gets uploaded. Also, give this video a like so more people have a chance to see it. For my main calendar view, I'm just going to start with some simple date stickers. I love how they add a little bit of color, but they don't take up any space. So I still have a lot of room in each box to write whatever I need for that individual date. And I have to tell you, these nails, oh my goodness. So I'm trying to do the trendy thing, and I've got them a little longer than usual and in that pointier, trendy modern shape. And I am on the struggle bus with them. I think they look fun, but I'm really struggling to use them. So I went ahead and grabbed a pair of tweezers. I've never used tweezers to do a setup before, but I've seen so many other people to do it that I thought, since I'm struggling with these new nails, I'd give it a shot. If you have any suggestions, if you're a long-nailed lady or you are one of those people that tries out all the trendy nail art, I would love to hear in the comments what you do to make it a little bit easier to do common everyday chores. I'm usually one of those a little bit shorter nail girls, long for sure, but a little bit shorter and definitely a little bit more squared. So these are a huge change for me. Hopefully I'll get used to them instead of just filing them down. I guess we'll see. So now that I have the dates in, I'm going to go ahead with a few planner boxes for days that I know for sure I have different things going on. It's funny, I use my phone to record, and I can't look at my calendar on my phone when I'm using it to record. So I'll probably have to go back in and add a bunch of different appointments, but I know a few things. I know the day that my dogs get their heartworm pills. I know the days that I have planned to do my deep cleaning at my house. I do have a hair appointment coming up, thank goodness, because these roots, they need some help. And then I also know which day I go and get my monthly medications, so I can at least mark those few things in. I really don't know why I never think to take the pages out before I get started, because I mean, if you use one of these types of planners, or really any kind of planner that has a binding in the middle, you know how hard it can be to write near the binding. But it never occurs to me. I never think of it. I don't know why. Another big thing that's coming up, my son has his first day of school next week. I can't believe it. This summer has been crazy. I know everyone's saying that because it's just so true. And then I also have my anniversary coming up this month. So we don't have any plans yet. I don't know what we're going to do. I have no clue what I'm going to get my husband, but I can at least put that in because I obviously know what date that falls on. So I have a little color, still a lot of room, and I'm happy. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set up my first weekly spread for the month. So I'm going to start with some blue washi tape. And again, I never think to take out the pages ahead of time. One of these days I'll learn, but apparently today is just not that day. So I'm using the blue washi to cover up the days that are already pre-printed. Again, I don't know why I can never say pre-printed in my planner. That way they don't bleed through or show through under the stickers that I'm going to use, and also it just gives a little extra color, and I love that. This washi with like the faded colors is my favorite. I might actually have to stock up and buy a few more rolls because I use it constantly. Does the job, and because it doesn't have a pattern to it, I can use it with pretty much anything. So I'll go ahead and use my little lanterns, although I do need to put them in a little bit lower. These guys are taller than a lot of my other designs, but I still think that they look adorable underneath the washi, under the date. So pop those in across my page to cover up the days of the week. Next up, I'll slide one of these gray, white pumpkin gourds, you know, that beautiful fall, not quite into orange yet color that they have at all of the home decorating shops and the craft stores. And then I'm going to leave September just the way it is this time, although I am going to cover up that peach that they have behind it with a little bit of gray. I think it works. And then I'll use a couple of my tracker stickers. Again, these were from the Patreon exclusive sheet to mark my exercise and my calories for the different days of this week. From here, I'll go ahead and put in a couple of appointments that I know for sure I have in this upcoming week. That hair appointment that I'm so excited about, definitely on Wednesday. And then I do have a couple of Zoom meetings with a client that I'm working with on Tuesday. So I'll use some Zoom stickers from one of my Zoom sheets. I do have these in pretty much any color of the rainbow and a variety sheet if you don't know which color of the rainbow you want to go with. But I'm meeting someone at 1 and then again someone at 3, so I'll go ahead and put those in. And if you wondered, yes, I wear glasses since I'm leaning way too far into the shot for this video. You know, what can you do? It happens. So one of the last things I want to make sure that I have in here is my brand new water trackers. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I usually put that in one of the square or round trackers on the side, but I thought it would be fun to come up with something, you know, a little bit more related to water since I do them all the time and I'm really trying to increase my water intake. So I printed out some coordinating colors. Again, I have these in any color of the rainbow, but I went with this navy, pink, and gray because it coordinates with the flowers in my kit to track my water intake for this week. And if you noticed I stop on Friday, that's because I don't do any tracking really of anything on the weekends. I try to make my weekends light and carefree. So for the weekend, I will go ahead and just put in this really fun quote. It's life fails to be perfect, but never fails to be beautiful. And I think that that's something that I know I need to remember right now, and maybe some of you do too, because a lot of things haven't been all that perfect, and some things haven't even felt very beautiful, but we're getting through it. So I thought it was a good quote, and it looks cute on my page to fill in that little gap on the weekend. Before I finish up this page, I want to take a look and see if I forgot anything and if it feels balanced. So first day of school definitely needs popped in here, and a couple more planner boxes, even though I'm not necessarily sure exactly what I'll put in them yet. I'm sure that things will come up. That's what the planner's for, right? So a little bit of balance. Next up, I have another September calendar. You're probably thinking, what? Wait, why? So I decided that I would put in another September calendar. This one is from a different planner that I had purchased that I was originally going to use this year just for a business planner. And I found that I wasn't using it, but I want to go back to giving it a shot. So I popped it in with my regular calendar, and I'm going to use this strictly for tracking things to do with my Patreon and my shop. And I also, when I purchased it, got this Happy Planner sticker kit. Yes, I do use stickers other than my own once in a while. And because these pages are also very colorful and already have a lot of stars and all of that layout already in them, I thought it was a perfect time to pop this book out and give some of these stickers a chance to shine. There are things I do for my shop and for Patreon on a daily basis that I would never forget, things like shipping out, you know, daily orders and corresponding with any questions that come in. But there are other things that I do actually try and schedule out and make sure that they happen on certain specific days. So one of those things, if you subscribe to my newsletter, and I hope you do, there's a link below. That's how you'll get coupons and know about sales and special new things that are arriving in the shop. I do plan to send out a newsletter specifically on the 4th. I will let you use your imagination on what that newsletter's primary function is going to be, given where it falls on the calendar. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out, but I'll leave that to your imagination just in case. I also plan to do a newsletter near the end of the month. I try and space them out unless something really big is happening. So another thing that I do is at the beginning of every month, I do a sneak peek over on Patreon, which is where after the poll has been determined and I know what kit I'm going to be working on and I've started drawing it up, they get to see a little bit of what it's looking like as it's coming to fruition. So those are always fun. And then usually somewhere between the 10th and the 14th, I ship kits out to my patrons. This month I've already gotten going on the kits, so I'm thinking probably around the 10th will make sense. Something else that's fun that I'm doing in 2020 is I have a giveaway every single month. Usually I announce those somewhere in the middle of the month, maybe the third week of the month. So that I think I'm going to be announcing on the 18th. So keep an eye out. If you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, you can enter either way. I'll pick those winners usually within about a week, and then at the end of the month, I'll do my next poll on Patreon to determine the following month's kit and, rinse, lather, repeat. I'll finish setting up this spread with just a couple of extra stickers from the sticker kit that coordinate and give it balance. And then on the back, I am going to use these 3 calendar sections. They're perfect for tracking shop sales, Etsy sales, and new Patreon subscribers. So those are 3 things that I try and keep track of every month, and it's perfect because they fit right there. I have a place to make my list of all the really in-depth things that I want to do, bigger than just the main goal that I would put on the calendar. And then I'll go back to the sticker book and find a couple other coordinating stickers that I haven't had a chance to use, and I'll pop those in as well. Now that I have my shop and Patreon section all set up, I am actually going to do something that I haven't done in a really long time, which is set up some dailies. Now this is a work in progress. You'll see that I've already done most of the days set up before I started filming. I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. I did try and cut some, not necessarily Dutch doors, but some sort of overlapping half sheets to see if I could get kind of a Dutch door effect. I like how that turned out, but I'm not necessarily sure that I love the overall layout completely. I feel like something's not quite there, not quite the way that I want it, but I'm going to use it and see, if I can figure out over the course of the week what I would change and maybe come back with a slightly improved version for the following week. If you're like me, I have so many of these blank notebooks on discs, and I love them, and I think that they're perfect for creating these daily pages. I just haven't quite figured out the layout that is going to work for me. If you do any kind of daily pages and you've found out a plan of attack or a layout that you're really enjoying, I hope that you'll put it in the comments so that I can give it a shot. I'll make sure to tag you back and let you know if it works out for me, but I'm really looking for ideas because, like I said, I feel like something's not quite the way I need it to be, but I can't put my finger on it yet. I know that I don't need a full hourly layout, just breaking up the day in increments works perfect for me. I know that I want a space for more detailed tasks so that I can make kind of a long list every day. I know that I want an area on the back so that I can capture a memory or, something special that I want to remember that day, or maybe just a quote that I liked. So I've got the components down pat. I just need to refine it. But with that, I think I've got all of my major pieces figured out and ready to go. I'm all set for using my main planner. My first week is built and ready to go. I've got my business planner calendar all set up so that I can start planning out those things that I have to land on certain days for the shop and for Patreon. And I've got a jump start on this new daily log so that I can try and start tweaking it and making it exactly what I need. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it a like and come back next time. Bye-bye.